Good evening, everybody. My name is Justin. First, I would like to personally welcome to London all the folks that flew in. We really appreciate. I know it comes at great inconvenience and expenses if you're not lucky. Um, so, you are the Autonomous Worlds Demo Day. So, over the last 12 weeks, we've worked with over 45 people. Some of them relocating from Australia, Singapore, Germany, Bulgaria, and more in order to attend the program. This is Xerox PARC's first program in the UK, and we kind of liked it. So we're going to continue extending our presence in Europe in order to promote a geographically diverse ecosystem. You know, we can't just remain in the United States forever. So this residency was about applications. It was an application-focused program. And I got a couple questions from people over the last 2 months, which is like, why do we need to build more Ethereum apps? Don't we have enough already? Shouldn't we just build libraries and infrastructure and do math and let the product people figure out what the application should be? And the thing is, the current ecosystem of funding sources, accelerators, and online community has been quite good at spawning high-quality applications, with a caveat. And the caveat is all of those applications are kind of of the same type. They're all about owning stuff. Yeah, people like to own stuff and do stuff with the stuff they own. So when people complain about over-financialization, what they actually complain about is the type of applications that run on Ethereum. And we need to sometimes remind ourselves. I had a conversation earlier with folks about the 2016 World Computer Energy. You know, Ethereum was supposed to be the world computer, and I think that the thing it brings to computer programs, first and foremost, even if that might be a forgotten story, is that it brings longevity and composability. And it does so using economic incentives and applied cryptography. That's the one slide. That's like all you need to know. The thing is, the message kind of got lost. And so the same way fuel exploding into a motor is the mechanism by which cars bring people from point A to point B, or at least most cars, economic incentives and applied cryptography is the mechanism by which Ethereum grants longevity and composability to programs. But the sad reality is most users of crypto networks worship the fuel. And so if we were to like cynically describe today's ecosystem using an analogy, we would say that it consists of fuel worshippers driving between gas stations, making very long road trips to fuel conferences, most probably working at Shell, and researching better fuel processing methods. And they do all of that instead of building a better world using fast A to B transportation. They kind of forgot what it was all about. And don't get me wrong, owning digital property using crypto networks is a genuinely new affordance, but it's enabled by this longevity and this composability you get from Ethereum and from like crypto networks in general. So again, Ethereum brings longevity and composability. Ethereum's core affordances are longevity and composability. And the ecosystem and the storytellers got completely stuck on the ownership. And it's because ownership is quite intoxicating. Owning, in fact, became the core primitive of Ethereum. So I like to think of Ethereum as a worlding technology. Because with longevity as a core affordance, Ethereum can spawn worlds that can live a life of their own. And those worlds, you can believe in them because they will exist tomorrow. Sadly, the words we've created so far only include one verb, and it's to own stuff. So I asked myself, and I tried to change the narrative and get people to think about, what about the other verbs? Would they be interesting too? And the truth is we don't know yet. But the residents have an intuition that they will. And that's why they came here from Australia and Germany and all of those places. And we gave them two guiding principles. One is don't worry about the gas fees, which is essentially a general statement about don't worry about the limitations. Just live in the future. And the second one is don't worry about making money, because that's another big limitation. And if what you build ends up being performance art instead of a product, so be it. That's totally fine. So tonight you're going to see 16 demos that are each 8 minutes long. We'll have a break in the middle, and it will all be recorded in case you miss some of it because you have to go to the bathroom. But don't go to the bathroom, please, when it's not the break.